Hi, I'm Benjamin Bernstein with AstroShaman.com, and my theme today is a level cannot comprehend a level beyond itself. That's again, a level cannot comprehend a level beyond itself. I have so experienced this myself, and I give this idea to you because I think it may help you too. So I'll use one of my favorite examples, spiritual awakening. Um, Before I had an actual experience of awakening, I wanted it for decades, literally, and had no idea what it really was. In fact, a beautiful spiritual teacher named Adyashanti says, if you have an awakening and it's what you thought it was going to be, it's not a real awakening. And when I finally did have a permanent awakening back in 2012 in the jungle, in the midst of a series of ayahuasca ceremonies, I could not have anticipated it, and I can't really give it to you verbally, but I'll tell you, I was just laying there in ecstasy in my little tambo. That's a hut in the middle of the forest. My pineal gland was going for a day and a half, and it was like a bliss unlike any I'd ever thought. And I was so enraptured, and this was so much more bliss than I had ever experienced, that I was wondering, oh my God, did I make it all the way to source right now? Did I have the full ultimate final awakening? I had no perspective. But since then, I've had many more awakenings, and now I know it's a series of possibly endlessly unfolding states. And I've learned that even if I get to a new awakening and it's literally the most amazing thing I've ever experienced, could not in my wildest dreams imagine it getting better, it does. Because at some point in the future, the next one unfolds and bam, even better. Some people say it doesn't get any better than this. My motto is it always gets better than this. And yet, no matter how far one gets into that series of awakenings, you still can't imagine what the next one's going to be. So one thing that for me has identified a authentic awakening is it's a complete surprise. I don't care how many you have. The next one is like, oh, I didn't know it would be like that kind of thing. And I wish I could put it into words, but by their very essence, they are beyond language. But let's talk about it in more practical, mundane terms. How many times have you had the experience, you have this amazing insight, oh, I want to tell my family, I want to tell my partner, I want to tell my friend, and you try to communicate to them, they just don't get it. And that's because a level cannot comprehend a level beyond itself. I had a dear friend who, this person, I have a wonderful relationship. And this person is not at all spiritually inclined, very successful in the material world, but he's just not into spirituality. And I tried to put in the most basic, simple language what my experience of connection with spirit was. And I thought I'd really kept it so simple and clear. And I finished and he says, Benjamin, I have no idea what you're talking about. And he really gave it his best shot. He was really sincere. Okay, that's not his thing. If he hasn't actually had the experience, there's no way any words are going to give that to him. So in practical terms, this takes you off the hook of trying to explain something to someone that they're not ready for yet. Until they get to a level of consciousness, they're just not going to get it. I don't care how eloquent you are, it ain't going to happen. So this brings another piece of wisdom I picked up in my shamanic training, which is before you share something with someone, ask, would it be good medicine for them? There's certain people, we have great connection, good personal, friendship. And if they ain't spiritual, I'm not going to be able to talk to them very effectively about that spiritual stuff. So I just leave that off the table. So just don't get into it. So a level cannot comprehend a level beyond itself. Before you share something, ask, would it be good medicine for this person? Are they at a level where they can comprehend it? Now, there may be times when you get an intuitive, okay, my job is to plant the seed for them that may blossom even years from now, who knows? So if you're asked to plant a seed, that's one thing. But basically what I've come to have as my own guideline is I don't even talk about stuff with people if it's like one of those up-level subjects, unless I get a clear intuitive message to do it. I just let people who are at a certain level just be there, and they're not the ones I'm here for. I'm here for the ones who are already evolving or ready to make a breakthrough of some kind. And those people are the ones watching this video and the ones that I connect with. So just ask yourself, who am I here for? What level am I operating from, and which people are ready for me and which are not? What is mine to do? What is my mission? Which people am I here to communicate with, and which am I here not? That'll save you a lot of time and energy. So I hope this riffing has been of some help. A level cannot comprehend a level beyond itself. You and I both have levels we don't get yet because we haven't achieved that yet. And we'll get there when and if we're supposed to in this lifetime. is my own opinion. So I hope this has been helpful. Once again, I'm Benjamin Bernstein with astroshaman.com. If you're interested in working with me, go to that site, astroshaman.com. I do astrology, shamanic healing, awakening activation, life coaching, and more. I also have a membership that's really awesome, Awakening Plus. That's at awakeningplus.com. That's awakeningplus.com. It's an amazing membership with all kinds of resources, and there's a $1 for a 30-day free trial and a really low monthly membership. If you decide to stay with it, check it out. And if you would like some spiritual support, some wonderful tools to help you with your healing and awakening and global spiritual service, Awakening Plus could just have that for you. Thanks very much for watching. I wish you infinite blessings.